But yeah, so typically, I Got Next is the episode where Anthony yells at random people who aren't in the video game industry about video games, or finds people who are like tangentially related to video games in some
Mm-hmm.
way. Like a couple weeks ago, we had the Raymond Benson, the guy who wrote the novelizations of Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. Um, but since Anthony's not here, you're stuck with
Yep, you're
us.
stuck with the old crew.
So, the old GR
Yep.
crew. So today, we are playing Grand Theft Auto
Mm-hmm.
Online because we are eagerly anticipating the arrival of another typically single player game turned multiplayer game in a couple weeks, Metal Gear
Mm-hmm.
Online, which is actually the third iteration of that. And we can't play the Metal Gear Online that was featured in Metal Gear Solid 4 because it doesn't exist
Oh, that's
anymore.
actually a really good excuse. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, like, so there were three iterations of Metal Gear Online. There was, I have Ashley yelling at me in the chat to stop with my Metal Gear theories. Um, so there were actually three iterations of Metal Gear Online. There was the first one, which was, it was featured in the subsistence release of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater on the PS2. And I don't know if you all remember the PS2's implementation of internet. It wasn't great.
It was daring. It was bold and daring. They were figuring things out.
Yeah, bold and daring is a kind way to put it, I think. But look at all these cars. You have been
This is like,
doing well
well,
for
you know,
yourself.
this is it. What I'm really proud about
I need to
are
play
these
this more.
bookshelves. Where I've
Yeah?
got, you know, have you seen that YouTube ad? That's what I'm going for.
Oh, so we're gonna
Oh
initial
yeah,
D it up
Karen
here.
Fudo. That's my
All right.
driving car of choice.
Your driving
Yeah.
your livery.
I'm
I don't know
a
how
little
you pronounce
drunk
that.
and a little stoned, but I had some green juice, so it should all cancel out.
Yep. Woo.
King of the castle.
Dad 13333 is
How do
going
we-
psycho.
How do we?
Dad, no.
Dad, stop!
Stop
Okay.
going psycho. Okay, so yeah, the so Metal Gear Online on the PS2, it was essentially oh my god, this guy.
That was an NPC. That wasn't.
Was that a? Yeah, that was just the AI.
I'm trying to
Jeez.
figure out where this event is, but yeah, you go ahead and you.
Right, Radio Mirror Park. So yeah, so basically the game, it controlled very similarly to Snake Eater, which is to say, awkwardly.
Mhm.
And the whole point is that, you know, you have these two teams and you're trying to sneak around and take each other out. It was rough, but like it was an interesting take on Metal Gear in a multiplayer setting, as well as just a generally interesting take on multiplayer games in general. Oh god, you all of a sudden pushed over. So yeah, so then they brought it back for Metal Gear Solid 4, except this time, like, it wasn't part of any re-release, it was part of the package. And I played it a bit. It was weird.
I would like to try that.
I mean,
sometime.
you know, Metal
It
Gear
seems
is...
it's just so strange because when you think about the way that game worked, it like wasn't set up at all like any of the, you know, typical shooter games. Like Metal Gear Solid 4
Oh, yeah.
was much more like a typical shooter game, even though it had the stealth stuff too. Metal Gear Solid 3 was not there yet.
Yeah. So like Metal Gear Solid 4 had the better controls, but it was still like it was still really obtuse in that way that Metal Gear is. And there were lots of weird stuff. Like you could partner up with people. Like I think there was like a buddy system where you could buddy up with people, because I know the new one has something similar. But also like the plot of Metal Gear Solid 4 is that every soldier in the world has nanomachines. All have nanomachines. You've got nanomachines. I've got nanomachines.
It's just the way of things.
Yeah, it's just how it goes. So your team kind of like shares your nanomachine-ness with each other. So like you can. It's kind of how it justifies how players can see enemy combatants and then portray that information, like relay that information to each other. So like kind of like a radar system or whatever. But the thing was, is like you could actually hack into other players' nanomachines by like getting close to them and injecting them with that syringe, and then you could see where other enemy players are. It was weird. But yeah, it had a really solid core of fans that really dug it, and then Konami pulled the plug I think it was like 2 years after Metal Gear Solid 4 came out. In a very dramatic send-off. Like, you could actually see like one of the last games ever played on YouTube, and it's so sad because they played. It's like I think it's the Peace Walker thing, where it's like some theme. Everyone's humming. No, it's the song that Sonny sings on the airplane, but everyone is humming along and they're all saluting. And then the servers go down. It's like the saddest thing in the world. But yeah, so
I played that game. Like, I played Metal Gear Online for Metal Gear Solid 4 for a little bit, and I just remember it being so complicated that they actually had like a video tutorial series that you had to watch to have like any idea of what you were doing. And that game was just all about the headshots. If you weren't shooting somebody in the head, there was no point.
Oh yeah.
Which made cardboard boxes like actually extra useful, because you could do that thing where you just like flip in and out of them real fast and make your head move around, so that your center of gravity is changing. And like as soon as I realized that was the only way to really be competitive, is to do this dumbass cardboard box dance, that's when I lost interest. Because I like actually like sneaking around and stuff, not just using the cardboard boxes to make my head like bob up and down.
Yeah. Yeah, that game was real weird. But it's a shame. Like you can't play the. I'm pretty sure the servers are down for subsistence. I don't think those were like peer-to-peer servers. And I know the servers for Metal Gear Solid 4 are down. Like, but it's funny. There's a group called SaveMGO.org, I believe. Just Google SaveMGO. But basically, they're a group that has found a way to keep the Metal Gear Solid Online servers, specifically Metal Gear Solid 4 servers, online. The only problem is you need to have a hacked PlayStation to do it. Like you have to root your PS3 and go through all these different steps and like align your MAC address to this very specific address, so you can access the custom servers that they built. But yeah, like they've effectively recreated the Metal Gear Solid Online experience in that game, or on those custom servers, which is really interesting that they're able to do that. There's also like when they took those servers down shortly after, Konami also removed the extra server, like the extra item servers. So like when you logged into Metal Gear Solid 4, there was an extra server that you can log into to download extra songs, podcasts, items, that sort of thing. And those servers went down. So, are we? Am I supposed to take you out?
Yeah, I think there's only one way to do it in this game. Oh, there's somebody coming though.
No, but am I supposed to take you out?
I mean, you could, but this guy's about to kill us both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got him.
Nice.
Killed Dad. Killed you. I've betrayed you! But, So yeah, like all that stuff got taken down. God, if I could remember how, there we go. That's how you take cover.
I'm just gonna let you win, and let's work together to like try to keep everybody else out.
Okay, that works. But yeah, so those items you can't download them anymore normally, like from Konami servers. But if you put in the Save MGO MAC address, you can. Oh, come on, Dad. Which one? Oh no, I'm down. I got sniped.
Yeah, we got a sniper somewhere. I don't know where he is.
You can download them from all that stuff from the Save MGO servers. It's real weird. Came in second.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's still something, right?
The score of 45.
Oh,
boy.
You. Sorry.
Yes.
I see the cipher now.
So is that what the free mode is? It's basically like these random events that spawn and.
Yeah, random events just pop up across the map, and people participate in them.
Okay, interesting.
And now I'm just shooting at this guy. Neither of us are very good snipers.
Oh god! Oh no! Oh no!
Yes, y'all
no.
polluting. But
Yeah.
see, if Metal Gear Online was out, we could actually like be playing in a team. Or I mean, we could play in any kind of event, really, because it's not like Grand Theft Auto Online doesn't have team events. It's just free mode the free mode stuff is what's new.
Yeah. So what does Metal Gear Online have in common with what we're playing right now?
Well, it's got a whole bunch of superficial stuff in common with it. Like, both of their single-player counterparts came out in September, and then their online counterparts were delayed by about a month, or like maybe not quite a month for Grand Theft Auto Online. I think it might have been like 2 weeks. But you know, both open-world games that you wouldn't typically associate with like a strong online presence. And yeah, you know, superficial things. But Metal Gear Online isn't actually going to be open world. It's just it's like the old Metal Gear Online. It's like discrete matches. Typical, you know, deathmatch. I think they have some kind of capture the flag and etc. variants like that in there.
Yeah.
Separate from the FOB mode, which you can actually play Metal Gear Solid 5 online right now. Or no, wait, sorry. You can play Metal Gear Solid 5 online right now. You can't play Metal Gear Online right now. Right.
Right.
Yes. And you know, you can do the FOB war, and if somebody tries to defend their FOB, then hey, you're playing Metal Gear Solid 5 online.
Online.
But
yeah. Or you can invade other people's FOBs and you can take all their stuff, and which is I've done a little bit of that. It's pretty fun. But yeah, like even though like Metal Gear Online has this sort of this weird, like, you know, like it still has the conventional set of online game modes. It still seems to like retain that core Metal Gear wackiness, which is really impressive. Just because, you know, most multiplayer games are these very serious, stodgy affairs. You know, Killtacular, Kilimanjaro. Like, you know,
I think a lot of it is that they just kind of, a lot of times they feel the need to kind of strain out all the personality, because the personality is where, you know, exploits and imbalance come from. But Metal Gear is like so much about that weird quirkiness and personality that, like, if they tried to strain that out, what the hell would it be? So, like, is Metal Gear Online going to be really imbalanced? Is there probably going to be more of that like bullshit with the cardboard boxes? Yeah, probably. But hey, at least it will be, you know, a distinct. It's definitely going to feel like its own thing. that much I'm confident about.
Yeah, like, okay, so did you watch the video that they released during Tokyo Game
Yeah,
Show
yeah.
for Metal Gear Online? So yeah, so like one of the items that you can get is it's a, I forget what they call it exactly, but it's basically it's a plushie
Yep,
decoy.
it's a plush snare.
It's a yeah, plush snare. That's what it is. Yeah. So you put down a little stuffed animal puppy, and basically what it does is much like the single player mode, you're trying to scope out enemy bases and tag enemies by looking through your binoculars and point out the different enemies on the field. So that way, like your radar gets filled up, and so does the enemy's radar, or so does your other player's radar. So everyone knows where the enemies are. The thing is that what the plush scope does is when you look at this little stuffed puppy through your binoculars, as the video says, you are overwhelmed with cuteness.
You just can't take it.
And you are unable to move for entire seconds. So it's a good way to prevent people from reconning too much and scoping everything out, and then you take that window and kill your enemy, or Fulton them. Like you can strap balloons to your enemies and send them off the battlefield, and that actually has like gameplay repercussions because there's no mother base tied into Metal Gear Online. But what that does, it's like each time you die, your team loses a ticket. But if you Fulton an enemy, you actually get tickets back. So it's a way to help your team get back in the game. And enemies that have like more kills, that are doing a better job on the field, are worth more tickets. So you are rewarded by going after people who are doing better and playing better to get them out of the battlefield and get your team more lives. Which I think is a really cool concept.
Yeah, one of the things that I always find interesting about games like these is how much do you think that the skills you picked up playing Metal Gear Solid 5 will help you in Metal Gear Online?
Oh, I think they'll help a lot, especially just even just purely from a controls standpoint, knowing how what each of the weapons are good for, knowing how long it takes to tranquilize an enemy, and how helmets affect that versus using brute force, that sort of thing. I mean, granted, when you're playing against people online, you are there's always that random sort of element, that unpredictability, as in this case where we have Dad going on a rampage or whatever. But I think that like something like Metal Gear, or even like Grand Theft Auto, like those single player experiences, learning how the different systems of the game fit together, will help you a lot when you take those systems and then put them onto a global scale, which I think is really cool.
So like,
Dawdle says it sounds like it was the plushie snare. The plush snare was going to be a nudie mag, but then Konami thought to clean it up a little, which I would agree with you, but then there's Quiet.
No, I'm pretty sure they still have nudie mags in the game, don't they? Like, I think you can put a nudie mag down and distract somebody.
I don't...
Are there none of those in the main campaign?
I don't
maybe
think
not.
So. I don't... Yeah, I don't recall ever researching magazines. I never used them, like, even in older MSGs anyway. Like, I never used them.
Non-sodium glutamates?
Yeah, I don't use the MSGs. Did I say MSG or the MGS? Oh my god, okay. Let's back it up. Back it up. Okay, so yeah, I never used magazines in Metal Gear Solid, MGS. But yeah, I don't recall, like, I know there are mines and things. But yeah, that's a kind of a weird omission for a game that has a character as... Insert adjective here, as quiet.
As quiet.
Yeah.
But you have those boxes, don't you? The boxes with like the
Oh
model on the
yeah,
side.
yep. Maybe that was the replacement. Is that instead of having the nudie mags, you have the pretty ladies on the. Which, by the way, whichever one of my soldiers is constantly leaving those goddamn anime posters on my
Cut
mother
it.
base, I've
Cut
got
it.
your number.
Just knock it off, buddy.
Just, yeah, knock it out.
Get that Moai
Jeez.
bullshit out of here. It is 1984.
Every time.
That's like not coming around for 20 years yet.
And I take it down, and then the next time I come back, they're back up again. It's like
they know what they want.
I'm like a pissed off dad. Oh my god. Yeah, Hoplon says porny. Porny is quiet. Yeah, that's
yeah.
That's a pretty. It's so frustrating because, like, Metal Gear has always had a strange, complex relationship with women. I wrote as much in an article that you can find on GamesRadar.com, which I will find shortly. But yeah, like, it feels, like, Quiet feels even stranger in comparison to the rest of the Metal Gear Solid series than, like, any other woman in the series. It's real weird. Like, just the way that she's dressed so suggestively, and yet no one really, like, comments on it? I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, are you drinking?
Nope. Just
Drop
gotta,
the bottle.
gotta get the jitters.
Oh my god, and...
Wait,
nope,
hey!
I don't want to try it. Yeah. Oh no, Dad died.
Who do you keep Oh, past dead. Is that who you're talking about?
No, this is Dad, it's like, Dad 133333 died. What are you doing? Oh, more alcohol?
Kinda.
Whoa! Oh shit! Take it easy, I'm doing it!
But yeah, like, I don't... Quiet is a paradox in a series famous for paradoxes, because she's easily the best and most, pardon the pun, most fleshed out character in...
Okay, we gotta go.
Yeah, in the game. Oh, did you rob the place?
Well, the cops aren't here to pay us a visit.
Oh dear.
Yeah, can you play as Quiet in MGO? You probably can, right? You can play
I don't
as
know.
Snake and... Ooh, did you like that flip? You can play as Snake and Revolver Ocelot, so I don't see why not.
Yes, you can. So I wonder if you could play as Quiet. That would be interesting. Oh dear.
Oop.
What are we gonna do with you, Connor?
Listen, I just need to get an education.
What?
I can't. Ooh, longest wheelie challenge. I think we should get in on that as soon as the cops stop chasing us.
Yeah.
Bunch of freaking marks.
Prepare for the longest wheelie
The
challenge.
longest wheelie of your life.
Hey, is it Accelerooster? How's it going? And welcome.
Motorcycles are available to so you've finished the campaign of Metal Gear Solid 5. Are you still like actively playing that much?
Kinda. Like, I'm ducking back in. I finished the campaign. I completed all of the side ops. I want to start S-ranking all of the missions.
Right.
But yeah, like right now, I'm more focused on just trying to get like Mother Base fully upgraded, which it's almost there, But yeah, like I'm still playing it. I'm still digging the crap out of it. Oh no, it's a cop.
You almost escaped.
Let me shoot you. You don't own me.
Do you figure that Metal Gear Online, do you think that's something you're gonna do a fair deal of?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I missed it, like, I really missed it when it came around with Snake Eater, just because I didn't have, you know, at the time, like a reliable way to access that.
You didn't
content.
have a PlayStation 2 broadband adapter?
I did, but I didn't really have, like, I don't know. It was a weird time. Just because the internet wasn't so ubiquitous, as ubiquitous as it is now, and I remember trying to play a few times. Like I was really excited when I got a game of Frequency going online, like actually working. But that was like the one time that I really. God, you're driving really badly.
I was trying to back up to evade the cops, but then they saw me anyway. I'm trying to get us to some bikes so we can participate in this longest wheelie thing. Oh crap. That's a fence. My compact car is extra compact now.
But, yeah, and then, like, with Metal Gear Solid 4, I wasn't really... Oh no, I got killed! We both died!
My car just keeps on driving. Oh, I hit a palm tree.
But yeah, like,
Alright.
Where are you?
Motorcycle time. Do you have a motorcycle?
I don't think so.
Well, let me see if I can request my personal vehicle. My personal vehicle is impounded. Oh, I don't love it.
I think what happened was, like, I bought Metal Gear Solid 4 at launch. I played the crap out of it for a couple days, like, I beat it. I was really pissed off about the ending. Just like the whole thing, like, just left a really sour taste in my mouth. Not unlike the story of the Phantom Pain, I must say. But at least I can play this one. And then yeah, so then I traded it in for something else. I forget what it was, but yeah. So I never really got a chance to explore Metal Gear Online. So that's why, like, I'm really excited to actually play this one, because, like, this will be the first time that I've really, like, given it an honest shot. Hello.
Throw some extra weight on the back so I can wheelie longer.
Oh god, I'm gonna be the first one to go.
You're my little skid catcher back there. If we get going too far, you just kind of press down, and we should be good.
Okay. Just find a good straightaway.
Alright, this looks good.
Oh god.
You're fine.
Oh god.
What?
Why are you driving into oncoming traffic? Okay, so
Nice.
Yeah, off to a good start, as always. So my question with any online experience these days, and it's one that Grand Theft Auto that we can look to as an example. Do you think that Metal Gear Online is going to have a pain-free launch, as it were?
I get it. Because of the Phantom Pain.
Or do you think... Again, pun not intended. Or do you think, because when Metal Gear Solid 5 launched, the FOV system, like, their online servers were so slammed that accessing any of that stuff was spotty at best. Oh! That's not good.
Yeah.
Was spotty at best for at least a week and a half. Oh god, there's just this blood splatter where... Okay, your turn. And like, when Grand Theft Auto Online came out, that had also had a similarly rocky start, as it were. Like, I remember all kinds of places were saying, yeah, we're going to stream the launch of Grand Theft Auto Online. Swing on by our Twitch channel. We're going to make a character and play online. It's going to be a grand old time. And then everybody, like, nobody could play the game because the servers were so... Oh, God.
I was just trying to pull over to get a bite.
God.
Oh, God.
But yeah, like... Nothing worked. It was like you know, Jurassic Park at the opening of Disneyland.
Yeah. Everybody was just staring at like the first mission because it was like trying to matchmake, but it couldn't do it. So yeah.
So what do you think? Do you think Metal Gear Online is gonna?
No, I don't think Metal Gear Online is going to have a smooth.
No.
I don't think it'll take them as long to get sorted as FOBs because it's not persistent, and I don't think everybody who's playing Metal Gear Solid 5 is going to want to play Metal Gear Solid Online, just because it's not like, you know, it's not really a series that's known for its multiplayer. It's not the goal. That's not why people picked it up.
Right.
Oh, dang it.
That music was pretty banging at the end, though.
It was getting going. I appreciated that.
I really... God, I love the soundtrack of this game. Like, I wasn't really keen on it when it first came out. I thought that...
Oh man, I would have won with that one right there, I think.
Like the story's fine, but at some point you just get kind of tired of angry men being angry at each other and the world. For so long, it's just a bunch of angry men yelling at each other. Which is fine if you're making like a 2-hour movie like Goodfellas or something. Even like a 3-hour movie or whatever. But yeah, like over 40 hours, it's just like these fucking assholes. But good lord, the music is the best.
Yeah, they did a great job on the selections and on the original soundtrack.
Yeah, like Tangerine Dream does the soundtrack of this game. Like, how crazy is that? It's like Tangerine Dream and a few other. God, I don't remember the names of like some DJs and stuff. And apparently for the soundtrack CD that they released, like the record that compiled all of the like the original tracks for the game, they got DJ Shadow to mix all of the different stems because like the music is dynamic based on the scene that you're in and like what's going on. So they got DJ Shadow to take the different stems and make them into like actual songs, which is pretty cool.
Now back on Metal Gear Online, how do you think they're going to implement the 80s tunes? They got the rights.
Oh my god. That's a good question. I hope there's a way that, like, because your Walkman has a speaker, so I hope that there's a way that you can, like, set up a tune as like, your soundtrack for when your team shows up, or whatever, so...
Your battle ballad going?
Yeah. 'Cause, man, there are a few experiences better in gaming than descending into the battlefield in your helicopter while the final countdown blares from your helicopter. God. Oh, that game should be perfect. That game, like, it frustrates me so much. And we'll get into this. If you come back on Thursday, Anthony will be back from the land of poutine and niceness, and he and I don't know who else is going to be on the stream. Is anyone else on staff beaten the game.
Oh, Metal Gear Solid 5? Oh man, that panel
Yeah.
really snuck up on us, didn't it?
Yeah, it
no,
did.
I certainly haven't. I'm still only a couple of missions in. I've been playing Destiny.
Okay, so what you need to do is pull some
Mhm.
all-nighters, and beat the game. But yeah, so like, cause we were gonna do it next week, but I think we scheduled it before or after. Like, what are you doing? You son of a!
That's what I think of your plan.
So that cliff, much like our panel,
Yeah.
snuck up on me.
I was theoretically supposed to dive
Oh.
off and let you fall to your doom by yourself.
But you
Yeah,
also
that did
died.
happen.
You. Ugh. Now I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere. I have no idea where you are. No idea where I am. You jerk. But yeah. So Anthony and I and whoever else is beating the game, we're gonna spoil the crap out of Metal Gear Solid 5 and talk about the plot and talk about our thoughts about the story and talk about rad 80s tunes and Militaire Sans Frontières. No, that was me talking. Les Enfants Terribles.
I like it. I really like it when Keith Sutherland gets French for a second.
Oh yeah, Les Enfants Terribles. Yeah, but he can't pronounce nuclear.
Nope. He didn't have a voice coach for that part.
There's a part near the end of the game when Ocelot's talking about Les Enfants Terribles.
You're drunk.
Bunch of assholes swinging punches at each other on a mountaintop. But yeah, like, an Ocelot calls it, he calls it Les Enfants Terribles.
Yep.
Because Ocelot
It's
hates
just
French.
like, I'm not doing it. You have to pay
Nope.
Troy Baker extra for French.
Well, no, there's actually like a running joke throughout the series that like Ocelot just hates the French language, hates the French
my.
culture. Yeah, just not a fan. Oh, haymaker.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, you're dead.
You murdered
Oh
me.
god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Nobody saw anything. Nobody saw it. No. Oh god, he's back! Oh, this game. Why don't we have a car?
Well, because my personal vehicle's impounded. Why don't you call yours?
Oh, no, no, no! Oh, why?
I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me.
Is the plot of MSG, plot of Metal Gear Solid really outsider art? Asks Hopalon42.
I think no, because outsider art is by definition made by outsiders, isn't it? Can you get much more inside than Hideo Kojima?
Hideo Kojima. I don't know. As far don't.
I'm not
stab me
gonna
again.
see.
I'm
No
trying to
knife.
call
No
it
knife.
off. I got my eye on you.
We've got our helmets on. We'll be fine. Why do we still have our helmets on, by the way?
That's a good question. How do I call my?
Hold the touchpad and then go to request personal vehicle.
Huh. I don't have a garage,
Well, it's gonna be a long wait, isn't it?
so I don't have a.
Just, speaking of Metal Gear, I'm just sitting here smoking. Okay. Well. Alright, alright. Yep.
Hey, Green Ninja, how's it going?
Where are all the...
And hello, Weedy, also. Welcome to the stream, where we're playing Grand Theft Auto Online, but talking about Metal Gear.
It's like Seinfeld.
Because Metal Gear Online comes out in... God, is it 2 weeks?
Let's go to this time trial.
It's October 6th.
October 6th? Yeah, I guess that'd be 2 weeks.
2 weeks from now. And since we can't play Metal Gear Online on Metal Gear Solid 4 because they turned the servers off, we are playing Grand Theft Auto because it is another typically single-player game with a multiplayer mode. And we are just being really... assholes to each other right now.
I don't know if there's any way to not be an asshole in this game.
See, do you think Grand Theft Auto succeeded in creating,
as soon as I can,
like, an online version of its single-player game?
I think, yeah, I think they really did a great conversion overall. Like, you can tell they really cared about it. I think Grand Theft Auto Online would probably be my favorite multiplayer experience ever if it wasn't for all the loading screens. The loading screens just kind of kill it for me. Like, I actually put probably like 20 hours into Grand Theft Auto Online, which is like 18 more than I was expecting to. Maybe more than that, actually. Wait, where's my personal vehicle? Oh, okay. Follow me. And yeah, it's not like there's some different parts to it. Like the story, obviously, there isn't really much of one. I mean, the heists are kind of their own self-contained little narratives, but I think they made a lot of smart choices to get Grand Theft Auto Online in a way that, was conducive to an actual online experience.
Mm-hmm. But God, it took them how long to get those heists in?
About a year and a half.
Years, right?
I think.
Yeah.
Because, it came out in April, and GTA Online came out in October of 2013.
Do you think, like, with the nature of Konami right now, and just their general, like, middle fingers up attitude towards, like, traditional console gaming, do you think Metal Gear Online's gonna have those kinds of legs?
No. And I mean, Metal Gear Online, it's like, is as cool as, the plush snare is, and all, like, I'm sure that probably there'll be some metagame R&D stuff in there, although I don't think they've really talked about that yet. It's still just, like, another deathmatch mode of a single-player game. Whereas GTA Online, Take-Two and Rockstar and all them really got out in front saying, like, this is its own game. It's basically a free-to-play game that comes with every install of Grand Theft Auto 5.
Right.
I really don't think Konami's going to put the same attention into it. I mean, that doesn't mean that it's not going to be a lot of fun to try for a while, but yeah, I'd be really surprised if people are still playing Metal Gear Online in a year, unfortunately.
Yeah, like, the same kind of thing happened with MGS4, that version of Online, where, like, most people moved on, but there was a core that, oh my god, what have
Insurance
you done? Testarossa, no!
Okay, alright, hold on. I can do this. The insurance on this car is really expensive. Hill is competitive. Oh. How do we get over there? Maybe if I hadn't frickin' driven off the map.
Yeah, that probably...
Oh man, we were going the right place anyway. Oh! Alright, well, I'm just gonna leave this because I don't want to drive into the lake, because if I drive into the lake, I'm gonna have to pay insurance. So, let's get into the road. Let's get up to the road here. Let's just swim up these rapids.
Alright.
No big deal?
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
real quick. Just...
Wow.
Wow.
No, we can...
Yep.
Just...
A little further.
Oh god.
Oh, well,
You've screwed us
Well-
once again, Connor. Whoa!
fine. We're fine. Boy.
Connor, no! Oh god!
We're playing free mode. We're playing free
Oh.
mode events on the stream here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I think this way is maybe a little bit more feasible.
Oh hey, there's a little path over here.
But yeah, I mean, it's a shame
So
because
you're-
it seems like Konami LA was pretty much explicitly set up to make Metal Gear Online,
To
right?
make, yeah.
And they were probably going to stick around to like maintain it. But I
Mhm.
mean, they had those. Didn't they have some layoffs a while ago? Like not
Yeah,
huge
like,
layoffs,
well,
but
Konami Productions is more or less dissolved at this point.
yeah. I mean, they still have some game studios, kind of. Like we really don't know what's going on in there, but
Yeah, but I think like the
for the love of God, I just want to get on the road.
the LA team, they have a few. I don't think this is gonna work. I don't think we're gonna be able to Dragon Age our way up these mountains. But yeah, I think like I still think they have a few people there finishing it up, but I think that it's just Metal Gear Solid 5 has had this really weird like aura around it ever since March, you know? Like not only in a matter of as a matter of like finality in the series, but
Thank you.
what are you doing?
A helicopter is on its way.
Making a phone call. Oh, sweet helicopter! Get us the hell out of here. Like so, yeah, like not just the finality of this series of this being Kojima's last
location is
Metal Gear
unsuitable
game, but
for a
also just
helicopter.
like
A full refund has been issued.
Oh my God.
like everything about Metal Gear Solid 5, like when it was first created, probably like it was probably meant to stick around for a while, like the FOBs, the online system, all that stuff. Oh,
Oh,
so I
sorry,
did not mean
sorry.
to do that. Oh God!
Love you, buddy.
Why? And you killed yourself. Awesome.
So we could get back on the dang road.
Oh, okay. At least close to it. But yeah, like now that Konami is just like not giving a shit anymore, like all that stuff, it just feels like well, we just have to enjoy this product as it is while we
Mhm.
can, because it's not a matter of if those servers are going to get shut down, it's
Yeah.
when, you know. And that's really sad to think about while you're playing a game, you know, is that the experience that you're getting is not going to be the same experience a year, 2 years
Yeah.
from now, you know, and then just realizing that, well, I better invade these FOBs while this still works. I better get the most out of MGO while I can, while the servers are still up, while there's still money to be made here for Konami. I don't know. It's weird. Because rarely do we think about games in that way. Like, you don't, when you buy Call of Duty, when you buy Destiny, when you buy whatever, like, you don't think about the games in terms of, like, well, I have 2 years or 3 years of online fun with this game until everything just gets shut
Mhm.
down. Like with this, like we're not gonna think. When Grand Theft Auto Online came out, like our first thought wasn't, oh, I wonder how long we'll get to play this before Rockstar and 2K shut it down. It's, oh, this is a really cool thing, and it's a lot of fun, and you know, it's great. I don't know. Everything about Metal Gear Solid 5 just feels strangely bittersweet.
Although
Top
speaking
bottom.
of Man, this car really likes spinning out. It is a minivan.
Good thing we have these helmets
Still
on.
have the helmets. We're still safe. Yeah, speaking of Destiny, I have a Destiny disc, and like original vanilla Destiny, and now I have a download version of the Taken King, Legendary, etc.
Mhm.
And the disc is, I could like give it to my friend and give them an extended demo. That is all that disc is good for
Yeah.
anymore,
Yep.
which kind of blows my mind. And like
Yeah.
the fact that the Bungie and Activision never like explicitly tried to devalue. Oh, kill this competitive started.
Womp womp.
Well, maybe we can get there. I don't know. Let's try. Maybe we can mess with other people once we're there.
Yeah.
Bungie and Activision, I don't feel like they ever explicitly tried to do anything to devalue the stuff that's in the vanilla game. They just tried to do,
Right.
you know, to make their fresh new stuff seem appealing. But in the process, you know, like so much of an online game is other players, and who the hell is playing, you know, old school Strike playlist anymore? Like,
Yeah.
nobody. It's not, I mean, you know, if you went into matchmaking, yeah, I'm sure you'd find somebody after sitting there for half an hour. But, like, you know, that part of that experience of being able to play strikes with people, that's what you paid for, right? That's what you got that disc for. But now, if you want to be able to continue doing that, you need to stay up to date with all the expansions and everything.
And like MMOs and those sorts of games do that to an extent, but I feel like Destiny takes that to even more of an extreme. Because like when you're playing a game like World of Warcraft or like Elder Scrolls Online or whatever, like, yeah, the expansion comes out and there's all this new content, but rarely do they lock you out of old stuff. It's just like, here's some more stuff to do. We've made a few changes, and if you have the expansion, you can access that stuff, but if you don't, there's still all this stuff here. But like with Destiny, it feels like, oh no. Are we just...
I was just trading.
Okay.
Furnace is
Goodness.
dead.
It's Countach, or whatever it
I
is.
have no idea what you just said.
Lamborghini Countach. But yeah, like the Destiny actually actively locks players out of content that they used to have until the update came.
No, that's
So-
what I was saying. They're not
mean-
locking you out. They're just giving everybody, like everybody who bought the new stuff isn't going to want to play the old stuff anymore. They're not actively doing
Right.
anything to like say no, you can't play it anymore. No, you can still totally play, you know, like Vault of Glass or whatever. It's just
Well, I mean, right, but like they're limiting certain modes and certain playlists and stuff. Like, if you only have vanilla Destiny, there are only like 3 modes of multiplayer that you can play. Like 3 very specific modes of classic multiplayer that you can play. Whereas you used to have a lot more options there. Which, I mean, like, again, makes sense, especially with a game like Destiny. I just see you.
I didn't run off. I got shot in the head.
Oh, how'd
Did
get
you
shot
not
in the
notice
head?
that the car just
Oh!
started petering out?
There's a helicopter
Like, we're in the middle of a war zone.
shooting at
Because,
me.
like, everybody... That was one thing I was kind of afraid of when I read about these free mode events. Just like, oh, that means everybody's going to get in their helicopter gunships. Which I don't have, because I haven't played the game as much.
But, yeah, it's just like in a game like Destiny, you kind of expect that sort of stuff to happen just because, like the game needed a ton of work.
Yeah. Alright. It's you and me, Morty.
Um,
It's you and me. Let's get up there, Morty.
Rick and Morty, 100 years. 100 years, RickandMorty.com. Is that an
I think
invisible
it's 'cause they're
helicopter?
participating in the event and we're not.
Oh,
Either that or they just
that's
have invisible
weird.
helicopters now.
That's weird. Alright, what are we doing?
Alright, come on, Morty. We gotta get out of here, Morty.
Alright. Oh god.
Why,
Oh
where
god.
where
No! No! Oh!
Morty!
No!
Morty!
Oh! I've fallen down the hill. Oh! Please don't kill
No,
me.
we're going down this hill together.
Okay. Rick and Morty, we're... Oh! That's a show I need to watch more of. I did see the clip, the scene where Rick is trying to like go to Target to buy a bunch of 3DSs and flip them. I have this deal, it's limited edition Zelda 3DS with for $179.99. We take those, we flip them for $200 and make $30 easy. Limit 5 per customer. We can easily make Rick and Morty. Nintendo, give me money.
Okay, so...
Yeah, MRM 8376s, that's what made me stop playing. Couldn't run with my friends. Which sucks. It's like if you can't afford the expansion and all your friends get the expansion, it's like, well, you know, you're kind of screwed. But then again, it's the nature of the beast, you know, like, especially for a game with a 10-year plan, such as I think they've officially said that they don't have the 10-year plan anymore.
What I think they said was like the 10-year plan is like a 10-year agreement with Activision. Like, I'm sure the executives are saying like, hell yeah, we have a 10-year plan, but like the creatives are like, well, no, we've just got like a certain number of games that we have to put out, like, or you know, something like that, something along those lines. I'm sure it's not like, okay, here's the game we're putting out in, you know, Christmas 2016 or holiday 2016. Here's the game we're putting out holiday 2018. Like, I doubt they have it planned that far in advance. Like, that's just kind of like conspiracy theorist thinking.
Yeah, we have a 10-year plan of the Ghosts narrative arc. Clearly, Year 2 was shifting him to Nolan North. That is the second stage of his narrative arc. It's subtle. You can't exactly tell because the game we've designed the game to not mention that this shift has ever happened. But
really attentive players
know. Yeah, and characters know too, and that'll come up in Year 3 of Destiny. The return of Dinklage.
The Taken Dinklage.
The Taken Dinklage. Man, poor guy. I did not hate his performance as much as some other people. I thought he was fine. He did a fine job with the lines he was given. And I'll leave it at that. Yeah.
It wasn't terrible considering the material he had to work with, but have you gone back and listened to Nolan North delivering some of the same lines? It's like this is what happens. Like, this is a guy who's like actually trying, versus somebody who looked at the material and was like, "Oh, all right."
I have to say that. All right, well, give me my paycheck. But yeah, like, and I think it's also indicative of the change in the game's overall tone. Like the game isn't quite up its own asshole so much anymore. What have you done?
Just trying to get us into the airport so we can steal a plane before the next event begins. Is that so much to ask?
You know what I mean though? Like the game feels a lot more whimsical than it used to.
I mean, like, the characters actually like kind of poke fun at each other now in the Taken King. Like, they're all like, Harris Morton is kind of weird.
Yeah, like Kate 6 is like, oh, okay, you're All right, so yeah, just shoot, just whatever she said,
Mhm.
just shoot it.
Yep.
Just do that. Which is kind of fun. Like it's a nice change in tone from what it used to be, which is all serious all the time. The brood swarm have taken the grave mind, and you must stop them, Guardian. Otherwise, the traveler will not find his spark, and the light will be taken over by. It's
It
bad.
sounds less like a church sermon. Like a church
Yes.
sermon for a religion
Yes.
that you like really have no idea what is about, what the hell religion's about.
Yeah.
Just no idea where it's coming from.
Okay. So is there a potluck lunch after this, or I don't? Oh!
You don't say anything.
Yeah, he did.
Don't
What did he do?
say anything to anybody.
Why did she do that? Marty, we gotta run there because they're coming for us, Marty.
He's just a robot, Morty. Okay, I was hoping to find an actual plane, but let's just get in that
Yeah.
helicopter we saw before, and then we can look for a plane. The
The helicopter. And the helmets are back.
Yes.
They weren't there. But now they're there again.
We're Helmet Squad.
Team Helmet. Helmut. But yeah, I don't know, the Destiny's a weird as hell. The game is just weird as hell, man. Like, it fascinates the crap out of me. Just because, like, the state that the game launched in, what they've done to try to appeal, like, to appeal more to their fan base, to get new players, to convince players that, oh, guys, this game is, you're gonna want to grind light levels. You have no idea. It's so much fun. And then, like, now, like, with the Taken King, many of the issues seem to have been fixed. Like, it still has a ways to go. But they keep making drastic changes to it, and it's such a fascinating thing. It's like, I really want to know how that game came to be in the shape that it was. Because there's no way Destiny Vanilla...
Oh god, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming. Oh boy, somebody's coming.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh god.
Okay. All
Oh god.
We're good.
Come on, get this spruce goose off the ground.
We gotta get altitude. I feel like Sid Highwind right now. This is so good.
I think that's the song.
Yeah, that's right.
About as right as you're gonna get. Whoa.
Okay, so
Yeah, there's some real dumb shit you can do in
Mhm.
this game. That's great, and that's like it really excites me for what. Oh hey, MRM says they read us over IGN.
we appreciate
Thank you
that.
for that. We appreciate it. We work.
We know
hard
you have.
to make you all.
I know you have a
very
lot of
happy.
choices in your video game
Yeah.
news and talking about video games, and we appreciate that you choose us.
Yes, for relaxing time. Choose
Mhm.
Games Radar
Yep.
time.
That is not actually the name of Radar. We
That
have
is-
no product and have no affiliation with any products named Games Radar Time.
With Centauri. I didn't watch that movie, and it's been forever since I saw that movie.
Which one?
Yeah, like as much as I love Grand Theft Auto and I love the online mode and stuff, and like it's really great what they did. I'm kind of more excited to see what they do with Just Cause. Like that game's gonna have multiplayer,
Nope.
right? No,
Nope.
No.
They specifically said, no, it's not something we're going to focus on. If they want to do another PC mod to make it multiplayer, then
What the
they'll probably be okay with it.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry to
How?
wreck your life. man.
How? Like, my life is a lie. My whole life is a lie. How? Okay, because the Just Cause 2 online multiplayer mod is like one of the greatest things in the history of video games.
I played it for about a half an hour, and I was just did not know what I was doing.
It's the point. That is the entire point. You're not supposed to know. You're supposed to roll with it. You're supposed to launch your grappling hook off of other players and explode them with the fury of 1,000 suns. Like, that's the whole point of it. And that's what I thought Just Cause 3 was going to have. And now you're telling me it's not. And I'm so sad now. Because, like, I wanted this. I wanted Grand Theft Auto Online, but with everything destructible.
Yeah, no.
Like, how do you...
I mean, while I respect them for, not wanting to focus on that, especially because I don't think Avalanche really has much, if any, expertise with multiplayer.
No, that's true. It just sucks because, like, I'm not a PC gamer in the slightest. Like, I don't like playing games on my PC. I know that makes me a console rube, but no, like, when I put the game in the thing, I want it to work. I don't like fiddling with shit. Like, I have 2 kids. Like, I ain't got time for that. But like, yeah, someone could mod it in later, but that's not coming to console.
Nope. Fortunately not.
Man, you just killed my day.
Oh, I think this guy's trying to...
You literally murdered my day with a knife. Much like you did to me earlier in the stream.
Getting literal. Yep, this guy is totally trying to... Yeah, well, I don't know, maybe he's just trying to fly in formation.
What is he doing? Is he trying to graze?
He's trying to draft on us. Rubbin's races, man.
Is he doing that Top Gun thing where he, like, flips upside down and, like, gooses us?
So give him a little wing wobble.
Wing wobble?
So majestic.
Yeah. Got a regular hell with the Blue Angels over here.
Same thing. Same thing.
It's kind of the same. Not the same at all. Oh, he's flying upside down. Oh no, pull up, man. So is this another player? Oh, it is another player. Hello,
are they trying to
Axe.
smash into them, or are we just chilling at this point?
Do it.
Are we just Netflix and chilling? Because I think he was at first gonna try to smash into us.
Is that what the kids are saying now? I don't know. I'm not hip with their lingo.
So we're going bridge burning.
Bridge burning.
Check it and see.
Man, why do the planes not have guns on them? There's like such an oversight.
Well, this plane doesn't have a gun on it. If we went to the military base and tried to steal one.
Do those jets have guns on them?
We got all kinds of guns on them.
Oh yeah?
Alright, let me just get to the end of the bridge with this dude, and then we'll
Pinky, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Military base. Good flying, man. Alright, where is that base? I think... no, wait, is it the other direction?
I do kind of wish that Metal Gear 5 had some kind of co-op system in its single-player mode of the open world. Especially after Peace Walker. Peace Walker was... like...
I never actually played Peace Walker
in
co-op, and that's probably part of the reason I dislike it so much.
Yeah. I actually, like, I don't think I've actually played that co-op either. Like, that's why I was kind of hoping that it would be in 5, because, you know, it'd be a lot easier to manage than the system that they had for the PSP, which was, like, you had to be in the same room as someone with a copy of Peace Walker.
Alright, I don't know. I don't know if we
like,
have parachutes, so I'm going to have to put this down the old-fashioned way, which means they're going to start shooting at us.
I don't think I have a parachute either. Oh, for the love
What
of
melee
God.
challenge? Oh, now we have 4 stars already. Screw this
God.
game.
Oh God! What happened?
Well, I was gonna put us down.
Did we just
I
get
was
shot
gonna put us
down?
down. But then I saw that the melee challenge was about to start, so I was like, oh no, I should pull up and get us over there. but by that time it was too late. The missiles locked on, and we blew up.
Melee challenge.
I think
Eh.
you actually have to go to a place. All right, we got 2.5
okay.
minutes. Let's go. Let's actually try to do an event during this free mode events stream.
Flag it down.
Hey. Golf clap. There you go. All right. This will work. Where is
There we
it?
go.
Where is it?
Yeah.
How do
Yeah,
I?
go. Drive.
I don't know
Drive
where
the
it
car.
is.
Drive the car now. Drive it now.
All right, you try to find on the map where it is then.
I don't freaking know. Oh dear. How does it work?
Or wait, maybe it just happens anywhere.
How can you tell?
There would be a blip on the map, or it might just be like cause the most melee destruction anywhere. I really don't know. We're playing on PS4, Amar.
Prepare for the melee challenge.
1.5 minutes.
But yeah, yeah, like I could see how. Oh, hey, I got an award for being a passenger.
The passenger.
One
of my favorites.
I could see co-op in Metal Gear, The Phantom Pain, like completely breaking the experience.
Well, you can already. It's kind of co-op already because you always have a buddy, right? Kinda.
I mean, yeah. I suppose if you just swapped out a buddy for another player, but
Another player who probably wouldn't be as good at quiet as like high level quiet, right? So like, it's not like it would break it that much.
God. Yeah. But then again, like you'd also have all your gear and stuff.
Yeah.
Quiet only has access to certain, like very specific vantage points.
Ah.
But yeah, like I don't know. That's another game that I really wish had like a co-op, like you just kind of dick around and drive around and listen to 80s tunes.
In your Jeep, which you folding away.
Like there's a little bit of it. You can go into and you can visit people's forward operating bases. But right now, there's no way to interact with your friends. It's just like a random list of people, which really sucks. Oh, challenge started. Highest number of melee kills on players.
For eliminating other players, points will be deducted for kills with guns.
And not for citizens.
Alright, well, let's try to get over to the other players. Let's try to double dragon it. If we end up being the last one standing, then we can take each other out.
Yeah. Like the last level of Double Dragon.
Or like Castle Crashers. Which I never ever won.
Yeah.
Nope.
You never won?
Never got to kiss the lady. Oh, we got a helicopter person just shooting people now.
Helicopter, ignoring the rules of the gentleman's
is just
agreement
low.
here. Yep.
Alright, let's just run up on this fool. I see a white dot. Where is... Nope. Alright. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. What?
Oh!
You're allowed to use knives?
God, I got knifed.
You're allowed to use knives? I thought this was a fist fight.
Yeah. You brought a knife to a fist fight. One thing I don't like about Grand Theft Auto, and I say this as I'm walking past the Life Invader sign, is I find its brand of satire to be a little too on the nose. Like, yes, we get it. It's a website. It's a social media thing, and it listens to all of your, you know, messages and stuff. Ha ha ha. Get it? 'Cause
yeah. No, I don't. Oh, this Joker clown, get it? Is just
this Joker
coming at me.
This guy actually dressed up like Joker.
You gotta help me out, Marty.
Marty!
Yodel.
Doctor Who
I'm definitely
15.
Bimmy and Dave's Jimmy.
Bimmy. Bimmy and Jimmy Lee.
Here he comes again. I can
Oh,
see
right.
this son of a bitch.
Oh! Get punched!
I'm just gonna shoot him. Screw this game. I don't have a score anyway.
This guy's just like trying to jump into me. Yeah, got one! Get dunked. Come on, Nady Cakes. Let's do this. Oh, hey, he's invisible. You killed Dr.
Yep,
Who.
with a gun.
You're not supposed
You know
to
what?
do
My
that.
score is 0. I'm okay.
You can't get any lower than that,
No,
right?
0 is the bottom. He's probably gonna
Oh,
pull out
hey,
a gun now
hey,
too.
Axe, you're
but-
back for more? Oh shit, he's
Oh,
got
no,
a
if he
grenade
pulls out a gun
launcher!
and starts shooting me, he'll lose his score. So I can just freaking shoot him. Or
Oh.
until this like
Oh.
car runs me over.
Oh, I'm down! No! So do you think more single-player games should try to embrace online multiplayer connectivity? Connor, do you foresee a Final Fantasy 15 with online death matches? And...
Online Chocobo drift races. I would hesitate to say that more should try it because it's just such a freaking huge investment. And
This ghost of a car is just trying to drive through me. This is really, really bizarre. It's like he doesn't realize that he's not he's not in our dimension.
well, it's in passive
Oh!
probably.
Yeah. It's just funny, it's just like this ghost of a car just keeps like driving into me, then
It's like,
backing up,
why isn't this
then
working?
driving into me.
Alright, well, so far I've really failed at.
Uh-oh, lost your video feed.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, yep, it was. I got a notice on my phone there. Well, let me video. That's weird.
Oh, I'm a thug
Alright.
now.
Doctor Who's totally won because he stabbed me so many times, but that's okay because I've got 12 up. I'll call out a moral victory.
So yeah, like, what do you think? Like, more and more developers are going to try to embrace online, or do you think that it's still only reserved for a subsect of
Well,
games?
I think it's appropriate that Metal Gear is having it because everybody keeps talking like Metal Gear is going to be like the last of the big, the huge overblown Japanese
shit!
games. So, should more games try it? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of interesting things to do in online yet, and I'm glad that Metal Gear Online is trying them. But it's tough. I'd like to try more of them, but I also don't want more developers to go out of business because they made them and then they got lost in a sea of online games that
Every other
online games
game,
that can
yeah.
run a little bit like slimmer and actually, have a more maintainable strategy. Because is Metal Gear Online going to compete with League of Legends? Nah, probably not.
No.
Oh, we passed each other.
Yes, we did.
Hey, I'm dropping this car off for Simeon. Rubbin. You and your rubbin and your racing.
Where are we going?
Where am I going?
Probably not.
I used to have a blip for it on my map, but
By Nick DJ,
Nope.
dude. He says, "Buy old people."
Get off our lawn.
Get off our
Yep.
digital lawn.
What do you think? Do you want to see more online games like this? Or-
I mean, I do, and I don't. Like, if they find an interesting way to do it, that's great. But it's one of those things. It's like, with no way to preserve any of this shit, like, it just sucks that it'll disappear.
Yeah. But
Like, these companies are just really bad about preserving, especially online games.
at least it'll be cool before it disappears.
Yeah, I don't want them to stop making it, because then we won't get stuff like, we won't get stuff like Destiny. We won't get stuff like The Division, which sounds like really freaking cool for what it is, But I also wish that there was a way that publishers could let people, kind of take over. Like, they could hand the keys over, so to speak, and let them, manage the online experience so people who are interested can play them and enjoy them and preserve them. Because, this whole experience is the culmination of thousands upon thousands of hours of work. And it's just so weird to think of that as something that disappears, something that's just totally consumable.
Well, I mean, a lot of work goes into making like events and conventions and stuff, right? And they go away.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yes, that's true.
Everything is fleeting.
Yeah. I mean, if we want to get real existential about it, then I guess none of this really matters. We're all just gonna die anyway.
That's what I'm
so,
saying.
Who cares? Right, but you want people to be able to learn from these experiences, to remember, remember when Grand Theft Auto Online did this really cool thing? Like, why can't we do something like that, or take that concept and make it better? And if this stuff just disappears, then later generations can't learn from that when they go to make their own sorts of games. You know what I mean? Like, it's a very unique problem for video games to have.
Yeah.
And then, that also ties into, digital ownership, and, do we really own the games that we buy? What's preventing someone like PlayStation to say, hey, yeah, that code that you bought, since the agreement on the back of the disc says that it's, you bought a license, we can just decide that this game doesn't work anymore because we say so.
Yeah, it's an interesting frontier that we kind of arrived at here, and it's all broiled in just the fact that to make multiplayer experiences like these are just such a huge sink of resources. This is so particular to where we are in games right now.
And I don't know if we're ever going to find that answer, Like, if there's ever going to be a moment where a group can finally say, hey, look, we want to do this for free, we want to host these servers for you, or whatever, or these companies, treat them less like products and more like artifacts, and allow for servers to exist on beyond any sort of... Oh shit, I just did flip, that was awesome. Before, just because a game has outlived its profitability doesn't mean that it's not important anymore. I don't know. It's a interesting new frontier.
Oh, hey, I ranked up. Well, Nick DJ did. I'm now level 44. What level are you in this game, Dave?
I think I'm 7. I think I'm 6 or
That's
7.
a nice age. Stop driving away from me. What did I ever do to you?
Alright, so I think the stream's about over, right? We got about a minute left. So yeah, so on that note...
Yep.
The stream ends where it begins. Under the goddamn
Deep in the
ocean. Anyway, thank you for tuning in.
Life.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in to I Got Next. It's one of the fine programs we have here at Games Radar Live on our Twitch channel. Please go ahead and give us a good old heart down at the bottom if you like what you saw, to follow for more fascinating streams. I realize that Anthony is not here to guide you, and we apologize for that. We are not a substitute for Magnanimous and Anthony.
The Magnellinus.
Magnellinus, the Melonius.
Thelonious Agnello.
Yeah, Thelonious Agnello. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, so we do shows Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right here on twitch.tv/GamsRadar. GamsRadar, not Gams. We don't talk about legs.
No announcement.
But,
an animal. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Oh God, what have I done?
You're in the secret world.
Between two trucks. Yeah, so we've got, Monday is caught up. We talk about the news of the week. Tuesdays, I Got Next is where Anthony usually talks to somebody about video games with somebody who doesn't deal with video games for some really cool stuff. Wednesday is Departure Lounge, where we play weird stuff that nobody knows. Like I guess they go in blind, having never played the game before. Yeah, and it's just like they just try to find the weirdest shit that they can. So that's Wednesday, and then Thursday is How It's Done, where Anthony gathers various dignitaries and other game development types, and has them talk about the game development process. It's very enlightening. We've had some really cool guests on for some awesome streams talking about game development, talking about... Oh my god, I'm on fire! Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, so this Thursday we're talking about Metal Gear. So if you want to watch some people get very angry and spoilerific about Metal Gear. Well, I don't know about angry. Anthony seems to like the ending. Anyway, but yeah, so that's our stream. Thanks for stopping by. And are we gonna get one last hurrah here? Are we? I'm just standing, looking wistfully out at these docks. Look at the sun. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so very pretty. I hope nobody comes up behind me to kill me on the last minute of our stream. Oh, there we go.
Good night.